Hello, Dr. DR. Yes, it is Henry. Okay, so today we are, well, I should probably explain what I'm doing first. So I've noticed this sort of weird trend on Instagram where people hire some dude to edit Vogue on top of selfies of themselves. So, and I figured, okay, so I figured, like, why are people paying for this when they could just do it themselves? And then I also figured, I could probably code something that does that. It's super simple. So anyways, so I first need some boilerplate code. So we'll just do index.html. Then I'll do a sketch.js. Come on. Here it is. Okay. Okay. And a CSS file. Very good. So now we need to start the server. So I'm just going to go to here, in file location, projects, start.batch file. Are you going to stream the making of your snack bot? Yeah, probably. Should be pretty simple. So then I just need to do localhost and then Vogueify. Okay, there we go. Whack. Okay. So we need to give this a name. So Vogueify itself. So then we need to set a background color. So I'm just going to go to the style sheet and do body dot, wait no, then background color, and then we'll just set that to black because I don't want to burn my eyes out. And it didn't work. I'm not surprised. So I don't want to be drawing the background quite yet. Okay, there we go. So now I need to be able to upload a picture, but before we can upload a picture, we need a picture to upload. So, you know what? This isn't the image I was trying to find, but whatever. So let's just save this to, where is it? Useful pictures. Okay, so now we need some way to upload images, and so I'm just going to do upload images.js. File upload, HTML. Okay, so I'm just going to go to here and have an input that will be type equals file, and need to do onChange equals upload. So now I need to write an upload function. So function upload. Then I'm just reading from the thing, just doing okay, so let reader equals new file reader. And then reader.onload is a function. Then we'll just have an image variable. Let image, and then so image equals new image, and then image dot src equals the event dot target dot result. Then we'll do let can draw image equals false. And then when we upload it, you should do a Scratch tutorial. Oh no, Scratch is terrible. I hate Scratch. Teach me the baby basics. Honestly, Scratch really doesn't need a tutorial. You can just, it's not hard to figure stuff out. But like, once you get used to JavaScript or some other language, you just see how like weak Scratch is. But like, you should totally use it if you're new. Anyways, so let's do can draw image equals false, because like if you upload a new file, then you would want it to not draw the not image. So then we would do can draw image equals true. So then let's do draw dot, actually we need to do if can draw image Scratch equals pathetic. And I mean, it's a good place to start, but like JavaScript or any other language is far more powerful. But again, it's a good way to learn. So let's do draw dot draw image. And then we'll set the image to image. And then we'll draw it at 0, 0. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, we have a file upload button here that does not do anything. Thank you, Sensei Henry Chan. You're welcome. Okay, key is not defined. Okay. Where is it? That's percentage. That is on line 43. Okay. That should just be 1 and 1. But also, oh, whatever. Okay, let's try this now. And it still does nothing. Okay, why not? Okay, that's weird. So I am guessing that the problem is that you're just clicking over the canvas the whole time. So I think I should do so I'm just going to do an input in the style.css. And then I believe this should be position absolute. Okay. Oh, I forgot to switch over to the code. Not the code. This thing. So now it does something. I guess that worked. So anyways, let's just upload the image and see what happens. This will fix. There we go. Okay. It's doing stuff. Okay, can draw image is false. Wait a minute. Reader's new file reader. Oh, okay. Well, I forgot some stuff. So, I need to do this. And then in here, I need to do input. Then, I guess the Stack Overflow is saying I should do this. So I believe that's just checking if any files were uploaded, but given that it's running the upload function, I mean, you can assume that files were uploaded, but I guess not. But anyways, let's just copy this. Okay, let's try this now. So let's do browse, upload, and there it is. Fantastic. Okay. So then, we need to what should I do? Okay, so I need to draw the image with the same aspect ratio as a normal magazine. So I'm just going to look up magazine aspect ratio. Newspaper format. Okay. This makes sense. What should I go with? I'm going to try this one. So I'm just going to copy that number and just paste that in there for reference. And then I'll just do image dot, hold on, I'm going to look up draw image real quick. Draw image. That is, okay, I need this one. Okay. I'm going to disassemble a Nerf gun whilst you stream. Okay. Well, good luck with that. So, for the width, I need to do the image.height. Actually, I should probably do if image.width divided by this number is greater than, actually no, that would be if it's less than the image.height. Then I need to do this. I need to set the height, multiply that by that number, and I'll do for the height just the normal height. So image.height. Okay. Let's upload an image. Okay, can draw image is true. Okay. What is image.width? Okay, it's 800. It's image.height 450. Oh, I know. I think this needs to be a greater than sign. Okay, let's upload. Okay. So this thing is sideways. So it's in landscape mode, but we need it to be in portrait mode. So I believe the image.height needs to be, so that needs to be division. Hold on. Just, you know what, let's just test it. Okay. So you don't want it to squish. So how do we make it not squish? What's the S width? The width of the subrectangle of the source image. Okay, that looks like what we would want. So the dx and dy would all be 0 and 0. So that should unsquishify it. Okay, it's broken. 7 is not a valid argument, counts for any overload. What? So it's on column 12. Okay, that's completely useless. So no. Okay, 7 is not a valid argument count. So I think I might need to add more arguments. So let's just specify the width and height. That should be the same as this. I'm not sure why it says optional here. That's a bit weird. Perfect. So I'm not really a fan of that aspect ratio. I don't know though. Anyways, so when I'm drawing this, I'm just going to set the width and height of the canvas. So I'll just do c.width equals, where is it? Is this? And c.height equals the image.height. Come on. Did I break something? So in here, I don't want this. However, that's probably not the issue. Wait a minute. Something is weird here. The width and height don't seem to be being set properly. Wait a minute. I don't want these. Okay, let's try it again. The canvas is now the correct size. So why isn't it drawing the dude? Okay. Can draw images true? I mean, of course it is. Well, that is causing it not to draw properly. This is weird. It's drawing at position 0, 0. Let's just draw a circle at position 0, 0. Then let's do draw.fill style equals white. Broke. I mean, the code is broken. Okay, let's upload an image. Okay, it's drawing a circle, but it's not drawing the image. So why is this screwed up? So changing the canvas width and height seemed to break it. Okay, so it's definitely something to do with that. Like, what about that is causing it to break, though? Okay. I guess I was doing it in a wrong order. I'm not really sure why that would break anything, but whatever. So anyways, we would want to have a image X and an image Y. And for the image X and Y, we'll just set this instead of 0, 0, we'll just set to image X and Y. So then we would need to, when someone hovers over the canvas, we need to do cursor colon, okay, give me a second, cursor CSS. Okay, cursor property. Let's try move. Okay, setting the cursor to move. Okay, let's upload something. Okay, perfect. So now my cursor is the, actually, this might not be the best one to use. Let's do document.get element by ID, and we'll do canvas, then style equals, instead of having this, We'll set the CSS in the JavaScript. Wrong JavaScript file. So cursor would be, I think it's column resize. Okay, let's try it. Okay, no, it's not that one. Okay, which one? Why don't they show pictures here? This is really silly. Maybe this one will show pictures. There we go. Very good. Now I can just scroll down and find the one I need. Okay, east-west resize. Wait a minute, I didn't switch to here. Okay, so I just found this. So I need to set the cursor to east-west resize. So EW. Perfect. So then, what I need to do is document.ID, find the canvas, and do on drag. That would make sense. Then we'll set the event, and let's just console.log the event. Okay, let's upload the image, go to the console. Okay, it's not working. Event when dragging mouse JavaScript. Drag event. What is this? Draggable. Ooh. Okay, so let's just do let can drag equals false. And then we'll do not this. Actually, we should copy this. But we don't need this. So we'll do dot on mouse down. Then whoops. We'll just do can drag equals true. And then we'll do on mouse up. And then can drag equals false. So this will set can drag to true when you click but we'll set can drag to false when you release your click. So then I can do that dot on mouse move. Then I would need the event. Then we can do if can drag. Then we need to know which direction to drag. So let drag direction. Let's set it to X by default. Then here we'll set drag direction to X. And then we can do if drag direction equals X, then X plus equals the event delta X. Okay. So now hopefully we'll be able to sort of drag the image around. Okay, and it doesn't work. X is not defined. Where is that? 66. Okay. I think this should be image X. And it's broke. Okay. Let's do console.log the event. Okay. Here's the event. Okay, so I think this needs to be movement X. So let's do movement X and get rid of the console.log. There we go. However, we would want the image to like it's hard to explain, but like then it's only showing up this part of the image. So what is the issue there? So let's draw image. Okay, what's S width and height? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to switch to here. I was just reading this documentation. So I think this needs to be 0, and these need to be image X and image Y. Okay, so now it's scrolling the wrong direction. So, oh, I forgot to switch to here. It's so bad. So it's scrolling the wrong way now, which is not good. And also, I think this should probably be, you should probably be able to release your mouse anywhere. So let's do document.body instead. And then to reverse the direction, we can just do minus. Okay, let's find an image. Yeah, there you go. Although, documents.body. This thing isn't working right, so I'm just going to do a console.log mouse up. Okay, so it's not giving me a mouse up. So, What if I just do document.onMouseUp? So let's do... Okay, there we go. Very good. And then, instead of on the canvas, we can just do document.onMouseMove. And then we can also get rid of this mouse up. So let's upload the image. And now, it will work even if you scroll off the canvas. So that is very good. So now we need to do, we would want to center the canvas on the screen. So let's do width, set the body width to 100, view width, so the height to 100, view height. So this will just set the body width to the width of width and height of the screen. So then let's do display flex, and then we'll do align items, and we'll do that to center, and we'll do vertical line to center. Can I not do that? Hold on. Is this messed up? Hold on. Come on. Okay. Vertical, align, CSS. Okay. Instead of center, you have to say middle for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but whatever. And it's broken. Okay, so we'd have to set the margin to 0. And the scroll bars are gone. Perfect. And also, instead of setting the body to that, should probably have a div element. So div / div. The problem with that is you're centering everything on the screen, which I don't want to do. So let's just do id equals canvas container, and let's do canvas container let's copy this, stick it in here, then can reload. Okay, it's not working. So you need to do position absolute, and we do top 0 and left 0. So that will put it at the origin of the screen. Okay, so now the browse button isn't centered, but neither is the image. So that's not working. And why is that? Vertical line middle? Why is this grayed out? I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so it is not a vertical line, but it is instead justify content. So let's do justify content. That is probably also center. Not sure why it wouldn't be. Okay, it is. Okay, let's browse. And it's still not working. Okay, what's the issue? Why isn't this working? Oh, I know. I don't want to set the canvas position. There we go. Very nice. So now you can center this guy on the screen. Well, the canvas is centered on the screen. So now we need to be able to edit Vogue onto this dude. So we need some sort of text box. So let's just do input type equals text and ID equals text. And then in the CSS, we would need some sort of styling for the inputs and stuff. So let's just do background color none, and or I guess we can say transparent. And we need a border, then we can set it to white border, think it is 2 pixels solid white. I think I got that. I think I got the order right. I don't know. Okay. Yes, the order is right. And also, we wouldn't want to set the position to absolute anymore. At least I think. However, I can't click on them again. What would I do about that? So I think we need another div. So let's do a div, and the ID can be buttons div. And then let's just do buttons div. And then we can set this position to be absolute. So now I can click on these dudes without stuff being weird. Very good. So now I need to make the styling actually look good. So let's just have a margin of 8 pixels, and then a padding of 8 pixels. So this should already make things way better. And it did. And then here, let's do let's have a universal selector and set the color to white. So now you should be able to see the color of text. There we go. Very good. So then, those sharp corners look pretty terrible, so let's do border radius, and we'll set that to 2 pixels. Okay, let's set the border radius a bit higher. Okay. So yeah, these already look way better. Let's set the margin and padding higher. Okay, so now they're quite a bit bigger. Let's set the font size higher. So font size, we'll set it to large. Wait a minute. Ah! Okay, maybe large is too big. Okay, that's a lot better. So then, let's set the default value of the text to Vogue, in all caps. Okay. So then, here we can just do let's do after all of this, draw.fill text, and we'll set that to, wait, no, that is a function, and we'll do the text to be document.getElement by ID, and the text, and then we would want it to be the value. Then, no, not node value, just normal value. And let's just set it at position 0, 0. At least for now. then just find the meme, and it's not working. So that went wrong. Maybe I need to set a fill style. Let's do draw.fill style. Just set it to black for now. Okay, let's get the meme. And it's not working. Still not working. Let's find the... Okay. Definitely is a thing that exists. I think I have to do a draw.font. Set it to 24 pixel times New Roman. Still not there. So what's the issue then? Okay, let's set the font to Arial. See if that makes a difference. Which it doesn't. Set the position a bit farther inwards. No. Okay, there we go. Now we can see it. I think the problem was that since the position was 0, 0, it was using 0, 0 as the baseline, which it probably shouldn't have. And the Vogue text was drawing above where the canvas is, if that makes any sense. So then let's do text align, and we'll set that to center. And let's do draw.text baseline, and we'll set that to top. So now we can set the position to c.width over 2 for the x and 0 for the y. Okay, very good. So now for the tricky part. We need to somehow set the font size so that it takes up the whole width of the screen. So how can I do that? Text width JS. If I can find the text width, this makes things much easier. Okay. Okay. I think I get it now. So I need to create a div. So let's create a div, and I'll set the ID to measure text. And then in the CSS, I'll do the tag measure text, and copy the styling from here into here. And then I can have a function, let's have it down here, function text width, the text, what? Anyways, so I can I'm just going to copy this. We can use the default font size, and then instead of setting these as variables, then we actually have to change the get_element by ID to measure text, and instead of setting a variable width, we just want to return width without adding the pixels at the end. My phone died. That's an oof. I'm sorry about that. So let's do document.getElement by ID, measure text, and then we'll set the inner HTML of the measure text to the text. So what this is doing is creating a div measure text, and then we're hiding it and setting the width and height to automatic, and preventing the text from wrapping around. So, and then we would set the text in the div to the text we want to measure, and then we measure the width the div sets itself to. If that makes any sense. So then, I think actually we can do let width equals that. So my idea is to just calculate the text width entirely within this function. So then we can do c.width. Actually, this should just be able to return c.width over width. And then I believe we can multiply that by 12. So I think that should work. And then, instead of doing just 24 pixels, we can do the text width. And we'll just copy this. Then we'll just do let text, just set a variable text. And I'll copy this into there. Okay. Whew. So let's set this to something different. Vogueify. Vogueify, and setting the text width properly, and just V, it covers the whole screen. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me, honestly. So yes, you are now able to put yourself on the Oofsicles magazine. Oof. Yes. So anyways, now I need some sort of way to set a custom font. So let's just do an input type equals, what types are there? Okay, I think we just need a text. So then we'll do ID equals font, and we'll do let's find a font. fonts.google.com. Sort of font properties, no. We want a serif font. Let's do this one. Then let's select the style and embed. Let's add import. I don't know. So let's just copy this link. And set the value to this link. Okay. So now we can input a font, but inputting a font does nothing. So we would need to fix that. So here we can just although okay, instead of doing a link, we can just do Times New Roman. And then we can do here, let font equals document.getElementById, and we want the font value. So then we would also want to import the font. So let's ask for a font here, and then we'll do test.style.font family, and we'll set that to the font. So then here we'd have to set the font to, well, the font. Okay. So now it is a different font, and we should be able to set the font to something else, like Arial. Hold on. Where does it say error in parsing font size? That's weird. Not sure what that is. But anyways, We can now set different fonts. However, I think it would be good to have an option to import a font. So let's do input type equals text and ID equals import. And we won't set a default value, but we will set a placeholder value, and we'll set that to link to font. Okay. So then we need to do up here, maybe. Let's just get rid of this. And we'll do if documents.getElementById import font dot value Okay, so this is just import and not import font. So then we can just copy this and stick it here. Then just remove this. Then we'll do ID equals font, or I guess new font. And then we can do document.getElementById new font equals this. Come on. Okay. So now, hopefully we should be able to import fonts. So let's import the meme. And then let's just do Playfair display. So Playfair display does not exist. So let's just copy this link and paste it in here and see if it does anything, which it has not. Okay. So why is that? Oh, I know. I forgot to do .href. So let's get the meme. Can remove this. Then I guess we can put it back. Okay, so now we can import fonts. Then we can set a custom magazine name, I guess. And also, I think this should be a little bigger. So in theory, this would be, I'm finished modding my gun. Okay, very nice. So in theory, I could be finished now, but I disrupted the disruptor. Hold on, What is that? Hold on. Disruptor. I don't know. Anyways, that doesn't really matter that much. But so I guess we've been going for a while. I was sort of hoping to, actually, Disruptor, sorry. I just remembered, I started late, so I still have some time. Okay, let's do this. So now I have to implement some sort of filters. So let's do some sort of sidebar. I think we can put the sidebar in the canvas container. So let's have a saturation filter. Saturation. Then we'll set this to an input, and then the type will be equal to a, what is it? Range. No, not a reset. I don't know what that means. Range. So then we would do max equals 1 and min equals 0. And then we'll set the value to 0.5 by default. Okay, let's look at this. And it's over here. Let's try importing an image. What the frick just happened? Then we need a font. Anyways. Something is up with this slider. First of all, I feel like it should be on the other side. And second of all, I can't edit it. I'm just going to look it up. Slider HTML. Oh, okay. I think I know. Now, what was it called? There's some sort of, like, step thing. Thing should be like, let's try doing step equals 0.001. There we go. Not sure what this extra bit on the end of the slider is that I can't slide to. You know, let's just try copying this. So now I'd probably end up with some sort of weird, messed up slider. Actually, I forgot to set the class to slider. Okay, now we have a weird monster slider. So I'd have to fix this. That's for sure. So why is this so weird? Oh, I know. I have the padding super big. So let's just do padding 0. So that should fix it. Okay, so now I no longer have a weird monster slider. But there's still some weird stuff on the end, which is not good. What if I was to set the border radius higher? Okay, it does nothing. Okay, that is the ranged thumb. No, let's just not go with this CSS. I honestly don't really want to work with it. So let's just do dot slider padding 0. Okay, there we go. We have a normal slider. Okay, so now I need some sort of way to edit the saturation using the slider. So, saturation effect. No. Okay. So I think what I should do is so we need to do some pixel processing and stuff. So that means we need to get in image data of the canvas. So let's do let data equals canvas.get image data. Is that right? No. I don't know. I've forgotten. Pixel manipulation with canvas. Here it is. Okay, creating an image data object. Now I want to get an image data. Okay, so I was right. Okay, get image data. Then we want it to be at 0, 0, and the width and height. Okay. So then we would want to set the image data again in here after I do all of this. And then I would need actually we would want to do it before we draw the text. So let's just copy that there. And then we would want to do let pixels equals data dot where is it? Okay, this would be data dot data. Then I want to do pixels equals data dot data. Okay, so then we would want to do a loop through all the pixels. So for let I equals 0, I is greater than or equal to pixels dot length. Actually, I can do pixels dot length minus 4. I think. I don't know. And then I would need to be greater than or equal to 0. And then I would do I minus minus. Actually, I would need to do I minus equals 4. But also, I believe I'd have to subtract 5. But anyways, now I need some sort of function to convert HSL, to convert RGB to HSL. So RGB to HSL in JavaScript. So I would need to, wait, what? Okay. So I would need some sort of HSL to RGB function, but wait a minute, that's HSV. I want HSL. That is hex to HSL. And I don't want a hex function. Although, I can adapt this code a bit. So, I guess I can just copy this. Then set this to function RGB to HSL. And then I need to have an RG and B values. Wait a minute. Accidentally unclipped my microphone. So then I need to do, let's do let R equals pixels index I, and then G equals pixels index I plus 1, and B equals, no, let B equals pixels index I plus 2. Okay, so then I can do let HSL equals RGB to HSL of R, G, and B. So now I need some sort of way to set the saturation of that. So then I'll definitely need my map function, so I can just steal that from the radar game. Let's edit this. It's over here. Then find the map function. Where is it? Here it is. Very nice. So then I can do, if the, wait, I need to do let saturation equals the document.get element by ID, and the ID is saturation. Then the ID here is saturation. And then I can do if the saturation is greater than, say, 0.5, then I would do let S. Then if saturation is greater than 0.5, then we'll say S is equal to the map of the HSL.S That's what it is, right? Yes. Okay. And then we know it is between 0 and 1. Is that correct? I think so. So I know it's my goodness, hiccups. So I know it's between 0 and 1. And we would want to map it to between the HSL.S and 1. And actually, this should be oh goodness. This should be the saturation value. Then, again, we know it's between 0 and 1. Actually, we know it's between 0.5 and 1. And we would want it to map to between the HSL S and 1. I think that makes sense. So if the saturation is 0.5, okay, yeah. So if the saturation is less than 0.5, then no. Okay, so then we do the S equals mapping saturation between two nodes between 0 and 0.5 to between 0 and HSL.S. Okay. So then we can do the, this is a weird function name. Okay. Okay. So then we can do let RGB equals the HSL2 RGB of RG and no HSL dot H no H the S and HSL dot L. So then we can do pixels index I equals RGB index 0 and pixels index I plus 1 equals RGB index 1 and pixels index I plus 2 equals RGB index 2. Okay, let's see how broken my code is. Okay, let's get the thumbs up meme. Let's go to the console. Can't access can draw image before declaration. Sketch.js 35. Just gonna close this before it crashes my browser. Okay, 35 can draw image. Wait, what? Hold on. Let's just comment this all out for a second. And let's go to the console. Okay, C is not defined. Okay. So what did I call it? It's literally C. What? What? Okay. So I think I'd have to do data equals this in the setup function, and pixels equals data dot data in here. Hold on. Need to do let data and let pixels. Okay, why does it say it's not a function? Maybe this wants the canvas context, so draw. Okay, I think that was it. Okay, let's do the thumbs up meme. Oh, right. I commented out all of this code, so it's not doing anything, of course. So let's put it back and get the meme. And it's broken. Get image data is not a function. Right. This would have to be draw. Okay, now let's reload. Come on. You know, I'm just gonna close. Oh, it just did it. Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff in the console. Okay, thumbs up meme. Come on. It's not doing anything. And it's so laggy. Okay, let's just console.log all of the pixel manipulation. Actually, yeah, let's just close this before it crashes. And I forgot we would have to do draw.put image data. And we need the image data, and we'd want to put it at 0, 0. Very good. Okay, let's try it now. Okay, let's go to the console. Thumbs up meme. And it's just broken. Okay, what's the issue? Does this function give me values between 0 and 1? So that would explain why it's black. And if so, that should fix it. Come on. Okay. And it's broken again. Okay. So why is this? Let's have it not loop once. So now it won't loop, so I can safely console.log stuff, at least relatively safely. So let's just console.log the pixels. Come on. Okay, let's get the thumbs up meme and run the draw loop function. Draw loop. Okay. uint8 clamped array. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Those are definitely messed up values. So why is it so broken? So first of all, this might just have to be 4. It's so hard to tell what's going on. Okay, so it looks like the RGB values are all 0. Okay. So let's just have it do a few of the pixels so I can test it better. So let's just do pixels.length minus, I don't know, 128. And then I can just console.log. Actually, better idea. Instead of doing that, and that, and that. So what I can do is set a breakpoint. So I need to find the code. Okay, set a breakpoint there. And then let's upload the thing. Okay, pause on breakpoint. What is the saturation value? No, the S. Saturation. Come on. Okay, let's just look at the variables here. Why isn't it saying anything about a saturation value? S is not defined. Why isn't it defined? Oh, I know. So I think what's wrong is this needs to be saturation.value. So then that means we can probably get rid of the breakpoint. Then we'll get the thumbs up meme, and it's all red. Okay, let's change the saturation. It's more red, more red. This guy's mad. And now it's just gray. So, why is it all red? I think we should set a breakpoint. Okay. Let's do pixels. Okay, the pixels do have sensible values. So why is it all red? Okay, so breakpoint here. Okay, what is the RGB value? Okay. So yeah, it looks like those values are between 0 and 1. Let's look at this. So it looks like the red and green values are always, the green and blue values are always the same for some reason. Which is why it looks red colored. So why is that? Let's look at the HSL value. Wait a minute. Maybe the HSL values are between 0 and 1 too. That would explain why it's all red. Let's multiply the hue by 360. And also remove the breakpoint. Okay. Oh, this is so slow. I'm definitely going to have to fix that. So now I can set the saturation really high if I want to. That looks so ridiculous. And then I can also set it really low. Or I can set it to normal. So yeah, I definitely need to make that faster somehow. So I think instead of getting the image data for the canvas, I can get the image data for the image. So let's do image.get image data. Then I guess we can remove this. Then I would do image.put image data. Although that would probably be slower, actually. Never mind. Your viewership has peaked. I can see that. Everyone watching should subscribe. Yes, listen to Dr. DR. Please subscribe. How can I make this faster? Not really sure. Well, I guess, anyways, I think I'm going to add some more filters next time, and next time will probably be tomorrow. So